hello there. It is so good to see you. I hope that you've been enjoying your day, and welcome to part one. We're going to start a discussion on collecting versus hoarding makeup. I know that causes a lot of controversy here on YouTube because makeup is so subjective, and you watch beauty videos here on YouTube and collection videos, and there's so many disclaimers and all the comments. And I mean, this has been something I've wanted to talk about for a long time. But last night I kind of pulled my thoughts together and I put a picture of him on Instagram. And by this morning I had quite a few emails asking me to turn it into a tag, because when we're talking about collecting versus hoarding our makeup, I really want it to kind of be an open-ended conversation, because you and I get it. We're sitting here, we're passionate about makeup, we're watching videos. Maybe we have, reached our max limit as far as collecting makeup. I know I certainly have, and I'm turning it around as I pan products and pan palettes. But I really, we get it. We get it. And we make changes for the better when we are surrounded with people that are going through the exact same thing as we are. And so I think this is going to be a new series on my channel to just really kind of start tapping into what's going on behind the decluttering, what's going on behind the spending, what's going on behind what we're thinking in regards to our makeup collection. Because it's great to declutter, but then what? So I feel like it's time. The beauty community is ready for it. We've been crying out for change for years within comments of millions of videos, and the disclaimers with makeup collections and all these things. And so this first part, I kind of wanted to throw out the 11 questions that have really made a difference in me taking a hard look at my makeup collection. And so I want to throw these out there too, because when you really get down to it, makeup's emotional. It triggers emotional responses, and when you get back to the basics of how you started, it really helps to start figuring out what you need to do to get to your comfort zone for the future. So 11 questions. I will go on and link them in the description box below. I tag you to answer them, because the more that we get in on this conversation and talk about these things, I mean, just the friendships you make are incredible, and the strength that you will feel is incredible in your motivation to project pan, to declutter, to make the purchases of products that are going to work best for you, instead of just wasting your time on what's not. So question number 1, what is your first memory associated with makeup? Just anything in general. It can be wearing it for the first time, watching it as a little kid, whatever. What is your first memory associated with makeup? Number 2, why did you want to start wearing it? What made you want to step back into makeup if you haven't worn it for a long time? Number 3, what was your initial experience with makeup like? Can you remember those first products? Number 4, how was makeup treated by my friends and family when I started wearing it? What's their attitude toward it like now? And I ask that question because I really feel like that makes a big impact in how we look at our makeup and our shopping and things like that. Number 5, what was the first product that you purchased that got you really excited and inspired to want to learn everything you could about makeup? Number 6, what made you start watching the beauty community on YouTube? Number 7, name the biggest influences and game changers that have shaped how your collection has changed, how it's grown, how it's decreased, no matter what. Number 8, are you proud of your collection? Do Do you feel comfortable showing it to your family and friends? Number 9, describe how you would feel if you lost your collection. Would you be sad? Would you be overjoyed? Would you feel relieved? Would you be angry? Number 10, what do you want out of your makeup collection? Has your style changed since you started collecting your makeup? And number 11, is makeup something you consider a huge part of your identity? Are you always the one who's kind of the know-it-all of your friends and family when it comes to makeup and products? Like I said, very, very personal. It's definitely going to trigger some emotional responses, and it should, because, you know, as we get into talking about collecting to hoarding, hoarding is very emotional, and makeup is one of those things that it's not necessarily what you would associate with a hoarder. It's not messy necessarily. It's not something that just sends up red flags to people, because it's okay to have variety. It's okay to have all these things. So like I said, I tag you to answer these questions so that we can start getting this conversation going, and it's really going to kind of help you get in that mindset as we start talking about, you know, what your level of comfort is when it comes to your makeup collection. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I look forward to your answers, and I will be seeing you very, very soon. Bye.